Hi folks, Avery here, Southern Fried Knowledge. It's time for some super creepy adventures. I got something good for you today. Stick around all the way to the end. I think you're gonna like it. Spooky, creepy stuff here. Stand by. Okay folks, I think I'm in the right spot. It's creepy. I am in quest of the Doll's Head Trail. If you ain't heard of it, stick around and see if we can find it. It's creepy. It's kind of self-explanatory, but it's kind of hard to find. I'm looking around. There's some sketch-looking stuff around here. People were killed here recently. Really, seriously. I know at least one, possibly two. I don't remember the whole story, but there was people killed here. But the things we have to do to impress YouTube these days to get our 8,000 watch hours, I'm willing to risk it. I don't think it's that much of a risk. I mean, we'll see. Let's go see if we can find that Doll's Head Trail just for you folks. Stand by. I don't know about this, and I'm not sure which direction to go in. There's some creepy people out here already. Let's go.
Okay, see what we see here so far. People got their stickers on this pole over here. Maybe some wanted posters and stuff. Who has been here? I don't know. Anybody y'all know? Let's see if we can locate where we're going. No real trail markers. Did see some satanic graphics back over there in the parking lot. A few cars out here. More stickers. On the note of stickers, I've got some stickers coming if I survive this mission to receive them in the mail. Or maybe be able to get some stickers out to you guys. Is that of interest to anyone? What are we seeing here? So far the trail's pretty good. Cement trail, places to sit down. That part's not bad. Places out in the woods to get stabbed and drug off out in the woods and eaten by wild animals. Things like that. It is shaded. That's good. Kind of a hot, humid day here in Atlanta. Seems like tire tracks. Has people been driving down here? Didn't know we could drive down here. I don't think they're supposed to be. Be sure nobody's coming up behind me to kill me. I'm old, y'all. Let me live out my last days. Just trying to find a Doll's Head Trail. There's some stuff here that turns off. I've got a feeling. Well, I've heard you had to go elsewhere and look for this thing. Let's get off the beaten path and see what this is. This might be a wrong turn, I don't know. Other YouTubers out there, Carpetbagger, Tampa J, they've seemed to imply it could be hard to find. Oh, hold on, I got people up ahead. Okay, so I ran into a lady down there. She seems to think that we had to come back over here to this main cement trail and we'll find it. I heard it was hard to find. I just thought, well, that looks like a little worn down path over there. Let's try that. So we're going to keep on the cement trail. I know at the Doll's Head Trail there's not a great trail like this. There's other trails that crisscross and stuff out here. I do know there's a little footbridge involved, possibly a body of water or a dried up body of water, we don't know. That I can see, there is no real markings. And I have heard from the carpetbagger, Tampa Jay, others that come down here, it's a little hard to find the first time. Let's keep on going. Okay, for all the old folks out there that need a place to sit down once in a while, this is still a pretty decent trail, and there is places to sit down if you dare. It is a nice bench. I mean, it's got some graffiti on it. Graffiti never killed anyone. Well, I mean, I guess if he's hanging off the side of the bridge doing graffiti and you fell to your death, maybe it's killed somebody in that respect. More markings on trees. Ooh, spooky. Another bend in the road up ahead. More cryptic markings. No real sign that evil lurks in these woods. Just adds to the eeriness. No one in front of us. No one behind us. We are inside the 285 loop. This is not always a greatly safe place to be, but sure would want to be here closer to the evening hours. I think I see something up ahead that puts us in the right place for this journey. More tree markings over here. Right there. But over here, as we take this turn, right there, through those trees, that looks like the aforementioned bridge that we will need to get to the Doll's Head Trail. See, there's another trail leading off. Many interesting little trails around here. More tree markings. Park rules, more tree markings. Please obey these rules and enjoy your park. Park rules. Park opens at 7 a.m. and closes at sunset, except for park facilities lit for night use only at 11. All animals must be restrained and waste removed. No littering, dumping, or burning. No motorized vehicles off roadways or parking lots. No golf practice, really. No glass containers, no paint, marking devices without permission, no amplified sound except by permit, no selling without permit, no hoofed animals. What are we selling? You can get a permit to sell drugs. I did not know that. Not that I sell drugs. Just saying. No hoofed animals, no alcoholic beverages without permit. How do you go get a permit to drink alcohol on a private or on a public park? That is kind of weird. No bicycles or animals on athletic fields or courts. I hadn't seen an athletic field or court. Mosquitoes are starting to chew on me, by the way. Smoking prohibited in all parks. These rules are per DeKalb County codes. Section and paragraph noted, if you observe vandalism, please call 911 immediately. For more information about your park system, call 404-371-2711, Drug-Free Park Zone. Y'all give them a call and tell them what you think. Don't tell them I sent you, because they'll be calling me and saying, what is this all about, dude? With some Jesus and some love. Reopen. Oh, I thought it said reopen. That says repent. The old head injury. I can't read either, y'all. There is a body of water back here. I see some bird houses out here. I may see a bird perched out there. I can't tell what it is. There's something on top of one of those posts. I see some turtles. I'll try to get them for you in a moment. Let's see. Do y'all see that long log over there? There's some turtles right on the end of it. Other than that, gosh, it's quiet out here. There's a spider. You almost want to say odd place for a swamp, but not really. I mean, if you was thinking about the geographics of where you was at, inside the 285 loop, it just seems odd to me. That's a turtle on that log way over there. If y'all getting that. Birdhouse. I don't know if that's a bird or not. It's sitting mighty still on top of that third stick to the right over there. As we continue across the footbridge. Now, it seems like we've lost our cement trail. More stickers. Somebody's been digging around these posts, it looked like. That was weird. Okay, now that's a weird, that is a weird sticker right there. Restricted area, breeding ground for invisible animals. You don't see that every day, folks. On the Dawes Head Trail, you don't know what you're gonna find. I guess I should say on the trail to the Dawes Head Trail. We're not sure where it's at yet. I think it's one of those places you'll know when you get there. Be nice if they had some signage. Oh, that looks like dog tracks, maybe? I don't know if I'm getting that. It looks like a dog track. Swampy, spidery, gloomy mess. Hello, Mr. Spiderwebs and spiders. This old DJI, I have to pop his head back straight all the time now. I do. Don't know how much longer it's going to be before we get an upgrade. If I had the funds, we'll go ahead and do it. We've got two options right now. And been trying to weigh back and forth which is going to be the best option between the DJI 4P, the Pro version, or the Luna 360. I've been back and forth at the moment. I'm leaning toward thinking the Luna 360 is going to be the way to go in the future. But we'll see. Lots of spiders out here. Any spider fans out there watching this video? Lots of swampy stuff out here too. But it don't start raining while I'm back here. It don't really look like it is at the moment. I don't see any horrible clouds right now. I do not. Here's some trail markings. Now, wait a minute. I think we found it, y'all. Look at this sign. That says Dawes Head Trail that way. Oh boy. Looks like we may have found it, y'all. But now, first thing I get is two different things. Is it that way or is it this way? Let's see what this is. This looks like it just goes to the water, but I'm going to take a quick peek in here. Whoa. Walking through the spider webs, y'all. Another pond, some dead trees. Turtle sightings under that log, way back beyond that log over there. Let's take a quick look up here. I don't think this is it. I think it was the other way. All right, old man, can you make it up this hill? We're certainly going to try. Little bench up here somebody put here. We'll go a little bit further, but I think our main trail was back there where we took this fork. I'm just curious to see what this is. Hopefully this won't be one of those curiosity killed the cat or Avery as it may be situations. Yeah, I don't feel like that's being any productive. All right, wildlife sightings here, folks. Look under the log. That's the best I can do with this DJI Osmo Pocket 3. It only has a 4x zoom. Oh, I've seen that little turtle, but look over there, back of it. And you say, oh, he just jumped. Did y'all see that? I don't know if I had that or not. We'll see. It was a big old, it was the daddy turtle. All right, we're gonna turn around, see if we can't hit what we actually come for, which was the Doll's Head Trail. Here's something you might want to consider. When you watch Tampa Jay and Carpetbagger, those guys are good, but you get more when you watch my channel. You get the extra footage. Sometimes the extra footage is worth the price of admission, I think. Uh-oh. I don't know if that's going to be the worth price of admission. I walked up this hill. I know you can't tell that. There's a definite hill situation here. Going down here. I got to go down this without busting my butt. Steep grade. Here we go. Back by the sketchy pond. Back through the spider webs. Back over here to the original trail. Here we are. Or as the Philly captain would say, here we are. I left my heart in the park. Left my heart in the park? That's horseshoes. That's cool, ain't it? A little bit of trash over there. They say you start seeing a little bit of debris. Well, I'm starting to sweat, y'all. It is humid out here. It's a pretty good sized pine tree there. Alrighty, let's see what this is. One of the purposes of this trail is to highlight the trash that's been dumped in our environment, not to encourage folks to contribute to the problem. That's a confusing sign. You want to highlight it, but you don't want us to bring more to highlight more. You start seeing things. That's part of a cork right there. Another part of a different kind of cork. Painting on trees. Doll Head Trail, it says go that way. Alright, let's go see what we can spot, y'all. Ooh, already starting to trip over limbs. So far we're safe. Oh, there's a train track right there. Train kept a rolling all night long. Train kept a rolling all night long. Did somebody come clean up the park? Here they go with more signage. again, we ask folks to please not bring in items from outside the park. Dolls, modern trash, etc. Doing so is littering, creating more work for our volunteers, and wait a minute, A, littering, B, creating more work for our volunteers, and C, totally missing the point. Well, they don't really like you to leave trash, but if you pick it all up, there is no trash, and there is therefore no Doll's Head Trail. If you read or heard different, you read or heard wrong. Thanks, friends of the Doll's Head Trail. Thanks something, and I'm Gay Zippy. That's what they said. I hope they didn't clean up the whole trail. I mean, the purpose of the Doll's Head Trail is to see the Doll's Head Trail in its full blossomness, if that makes any sense. Once again, we have a split. There's something over there. Back to the parking lot that way. We're going to try this and see if there's something over here. They don't really mark it good if they want me to walk the Doll's Head Trail. I do believe I hear a train coming on that track right there. That's his parking lot. That's his second lake. Here comes a creepy train on the Doll's Head Trail. Here he comes. Oh, he's moving creepy, ain't he? Y'all see the train right there? It's like he's coming out here to look at me. Can y'all see that train right here? He's behind the trees. I don't think this is the Doll's Head Trail right here, y'all. I just don't believe it could be. Engineer's a zombie. They're coming to slice us up in little pieces. We're about to walk up a bit of a hill here. I'm trying to get a better look at the train without getting in trouble. Get on top of this hill, I might be able to see some things. Looks like it. And we'll go back down to the Doll's Head Trail. This is that bonus stuff I was telling y'all about. It's like another sort of trail right there. Train over here. That reminds me of Pink Floyd. Like, Welcome to the Machine is what that reminds me of. I'm gonna go back the way we come. That is Norfolk Southern for any of you train enthusiasts, which you've already seen. He's coming out for a look around. The engineer waved at me. Nice to have a friendly engineer, not a zombie engineer. Let's get back to our task. Which is and was the Doll's Head Trail. This is Second Lake that way. I don't know if we got time to look for no second lake. It's okay to have some bonuses. Too many bonuses make for too fluffy of a video. So let's get back to our task at hand. That is our way back to the parking lot, according to that very small hubcap. I took a walk in the woods and came out taller than the trees. Well, what did you eat to do that? Looks like a crypt, like a well. Thankfully it's a closed-in well. Is there anybody down there? No. On my way to grandmother's house to see what I can see. Oh, we found our first doll, y'all. Look at it. Is Creepo Vision, a face only a mother doll could love. A fan. Okay. First doll sighting. What else do we have? Look here. We have discovered a football helmet shrine. That is a dream hole, according to that sticker. Old trucks and balls and doll bodies and crushed doll heads. And sort of a blender building block thingy. Other miscellaneous trash. That right there is glass. That's kind of a dangerous thing to have on a doll head trail. They could clean that up if they wanted to. I don't know if y'all can see that stuff. Onward, I say. Some bricks, metal trash, old cans, ceramic, look like a toilet. Hate the something. Might not want to say what that looks like. That says out loud. It looks like a little circular shrine area here. We've got a little zippy wheel thing you call right here, hanging upside down in a tree. Why did somebody throw that away? That looks kind of cool. More stuff over here, some bricks, and Etch-a-Sketch over here. Just look it up if you don't know what an Etch-a-Sketch is. This is telecommunication block right here, where they splicing and hooking up wires and stuff like that, like in an office. They tie all your computer and phone lines into your mechanical or your IT closet. Bucket over there. I'm not sure if I'm getting that bucket, but he's right there. A little stack of bricks right here. An old wash tub with the whole bottom reamed out. Busted up gas jug, part of some type of grill. Could be off of a generator, could be off a vehicle. That looks more like a piece of equipment, like a generator. Now I'm getting a call. Hold. Hi folks, Avery here at Southern Fried Knowledge. Just want to tell you that we got so much footage over at Doll's Head Trail, I decided to make 3 parts out of it. Hope you enjoyed this part. Stand by for part 2. There's more fun in all 3 of these parts.
Stick around and watch them all. I appreciate it. Please watch the whole video. I need all the watch hours I can get right now to watch minutes. Every little second counts. YouTube's kind of moved our goalpost on us. You used to have 4,000 watch hours in a year. Now we have to have 8,000 starting in February. So I'm running as hard as I can till February the 1st to get those 4,000. If not, if I miss it, I got to go for 8,000 watch hours in a year before I can get monetized. It's a whole process. I've made a couple of videos talking about it. Anyway, appreciate your support. Stick around, stand by for the next part. Thank you very much. Bye for now.